Okay, so we got a question on fret bars. Okay, so in an ideal world, the guitar is straight, the neck is mostly straight, then the frets are level. So straight neck and level fret tops. So that is ideal. But sometimes you don't get that, so you go to do a setup work. Setup simply means this: you want to get it to play as optimum as it is currently, irregardless whether the fret top is level or the neck is straight or not. So the best that the guitar can produce, that is what most of the tech will set up the guitar to. Yeah, that is ideal. But in this case, you go set up, then after that there's still buzzing. So I'm going to demonstrate two things. Most of the time, people will make this mistake. If let's say you are more closer to a beginner and you are heavy-handed. Now heavy-handed simply means this: when you plug extra hard, and when you plug in an angle, it will exaggerate the buzzing. Okay, let's say I try with this string. Just enough for it to sound out, no buzzing. But if I exaggerate the plucking and I move forward closer towards the end of the fretboard, you hear that? So most people, when they plug, especially for beginners or intermediate, sometimes they will shift their hand closer to the end of the fretboard, and it will create this buzzing noise. So even after you set up the guitar to be optimum height and action, it will still buzz. But in some cases, yes, you do need a fret level, but most of the time, this is what I see: when you shift further front or you plug downwards, it will start to buzz. I'm going to give you another example. If let's say I play behind here, alright, I'm going to play the 3 chords. No buzzing. But if I shift further front, buzzing, right? So you need to change your placement. But of course, a properly done up guitar will have this criteria: almost straight neck, fret tops are level, and of course it's set up to factory specs, or the ideal factory specs that is by design. But those got extra factors lah, because not everything is by textbook. So in real world, you will have different variations of deviation in terms of whether the guitar can actually hold that particular weight of the strings, how the wood actually reacts, whether it starts shifting after a certain force is exerted. All this is a bit of physics and a bit of engineering a bit, but yeah, it's just how the forces react when it comes to the string poundage versus the wood itself. So the wood actually is somewhat pliable in that sense that it will shift if you put force to it. So yeah, another example I can give you is this: if let's say you plug and you're heavy-handed and you plug down, buzzing. But if you just plug equally in terms of the force for your right hand, it will not buzz as bad. Then again, you have to adapt to certain things, but most of the time, this is what I see. Right hand position will play a part. Of course, how the guitar is set up is also one thing. Then the other thing is, of course, the lay of the neck itself. Right? This example, I use acoustic guitar. This is from Christopher. Pretty good guitar. I kind of like the sound, but I've done a lot of things to the guitar to make it a bit nicer. So yeah. Any questions, you can let me know. Bye. Okay, if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any other questions, 84189951, you can WhatsApp me there. Bye.